to the races. Going to Central Park just to relax and enjoy. Thank you. It's cloudy out here today, but it's a good weather for bicycling because it won't be too hot. Yeah. Peace is mine. In fact, I am peace. I am peace. I am joy. I am confident. I am happy. This is my moment. How wonderful it is. Make sure I have my keys and my ID. Yeah.
We should be able to do the heavy lifting. Logistics and programming. I should worry about that.
Thank you. El payment también.
Boy, it's slipping off my head. My helmet, pushing forward. my head. Wow. Can just my lap phone thing was dangling off. Wow, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I'm just stopping here. Something's wrong with this holder device. I don't want it to jiggle around. I don't know why it's doing this. I'll take this off. Yeah, I want to ride in confidence. I don't want this to be dangling around. Yeah, I think this would work. Oh, good, the sun is coming out. Yep, I like the good old sun. Yeah, I needed to tighten up this thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take my time. I'm not in any rush. Yeah. Here I go. Yeah, I had it set right up. So I know next time to make sure it's tightening up. Yeah, it's getting warmer. Here we go. Oh, it's beautiful now. So it's something with fear that I see that fear is just an emotion. Something's rubbing. Gonna tighten up my helmet, sliding back. I use this one. Okay, here I go. Tightened up my hat, my helmet. Check my shoelaces again. Look like I was getting caught. Just tighten it. Almost there. Central Park ahead. I'm just gonna walk it. This part here, I don't feel that comfortable riding the bike here, so I'm just gonna walk it into the park. '59th Street. This is 59.
59.
Yeah, this street here is 59th Street, and then that's 60th. Yeah, that's 60th Street right there. This is 59th Street. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe that was 60th, 59th. Oh, that's right. That's right. This is 59th Street. Yeah, I gotta learn how to navigate this section here. Columbus Circle, just all over the place.
There are a few high schools. I did.
Okay. All right, go have fun. I'll talk to you later.
Like that. So I thought I took time.
Who's there? We are there. We are there. Have you seen the park yet?
Give me your hand.
Ah, that's the road right there. You know, that's counterclockwise I was going. Whoa. Well, I'll go it. So I see the light is still on.
So if you have any questions,
Oh, wow. That's what was happening. Wow, it was getting in the... not going to take this off. The jacket, the string was getting in the... I was getting caught in the wheel. I gotta really be careful. These strings, I could get caught in the spokes and stuff. Because I thought I felt something snugging, but I couldn't find it. But it was my jacket. It had this string that was dangling down. Yeah, this should work. Okay, here I go. Ooh. Oh yeah, I feel so much better. Yeah. Ah, this is life. Well, how I feel this morning, like I was watching Bon Nun, and I like a lot of his insight that he was talking about. And he said something really interesting about the flat earth and how you have people who are preoccupied with the shape of the earth rather than saying, hey, regardless of the shape of the prison, you're still in prison. Wow. He has a point. I have a water bottle in my sack, and so the water was getting me off of balance. Yeah, I have a water bottle, and it was jiggling inside the centrifugal force.
I don't know if I can ride.
Yeah, but this Bon Nun, what he was saying, don't worry about the shape of the earth, whether it's round or flat. Worry about your freedom. And I think he's right. Because I asked myself, so what is the significance, to another YouTuber, what is the significance whether it's round or flat? How does that affect me? And they never explain that. And then they make you feel like a victim. So I think this is something. They're just changing gears. It looks really nice out. Yeah, it's all about freedom. And he said you create your own reality. I think he has a point. I don't want to be in bondage about anything. And these names and labels that control us. When I get back, I want to talk about these things. When I get back about some of these labels. Yeah, I'm going to address the issue. Like society, and I feel that I'm being manipulated too. exercise saying, oh, I'm supposed to feel this way about certain things. Or I'm supposed to be insulted because someone called me a bad name. You know how many times I've been called bad names, even in my own family? It's stupid, right? It's stupid. Yeah, so I'm on my little journey today. At first for the season, I think. I can always check on my channel. When was my last? Lindera. Yeah, I'm glad that I pushed myself to come out. Because once I start riding, I feel kind of good. You know, the wind's on you, and you see the beautiful landscape. I like that actually. I like that very much. Yeah, I really need to get this exercise. I can lose like 12 pounds. Let me move over. Yeah, this is my personal race and not the race of others, you know? No, that's not my race. I mean, not others' race. Yeah, I'm gonna make a turn. Yeah, I'm gonna make a right turn here. Feels good. Oh, made the wrong turn. That's to go out. I didn't realize that. Oops. Look at how. Where did I come out from? Let me get my bearing now. Okay, I just came out from there. Okay, curve, okay. So that's where I went. And then I turned down here. Okay. So it's the second one. Okay, so I'm gonna take the right road. Yeah, so there's two rights near each other. So it's the second right that I go. Yeah, I'm coasting downward. Yeah, I guess this is like life too. You're gonna have those roads that go downward. And it feels good to coast for a while. But you know what happens around the corners are uphill. Yeah. Yeah, so what was I saying now? All these things that we learn about each other and ourselves. Wow, that makes it harder. Yeah, this is the uphill. Okay, this is someone. Wow. Yes, what I'm feeling right now is burning in the legs. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. Wow, I'm just still pedaling. It's beautiful. Yeah, I think we all got our own drama. This life is really showing me a lot of stuff. We all have our own prison. Only me is looking through my eyes. No one can do it for me. And I thought sometimes that it was other people's responsibility to help me out. And it's not true. It's not anybody's job but my own. But some things, like your law enforcement, or if you're a minor, you have your parents or your legal guardians, and you can tell them, hey, this is happening. I think ultimately, whatever what you decide to do what you do that will empower you. And we're not going to always get it right. I'm not going to always get it right. Oh, I made it. Now it's downhill. Right? I'm not, we're going to do things at the moment. And we're going to come to that fork in the road, just like I made that fork in the road. I made a hard right. And I just needed to go a little further down, just a heartbeat away, and make that second right turn, because that's going to get me to the destination I want. So sometimes on our journey, and it's not because you did something bad, it's just different options, and that one option wasn't the one for you. You know, like a lot of times, and I've done it too, like an event happens, and then you say, oh, I should have done this or that, and you start beating yourself over the head, right? You didn't know that was going to happen. You made the choice that you made at the time. And what I could do after the fact is, okay, what to learn from that episode. That episode told me, okay, these are some of the things that could happen. And I need to push beyond my fear. Even bicycling. Yeah, I felt anxious. But what for? You know, I know I got the bicycle because I wanted to explore and get to see other things, because I watch people bicycle and they make it look like it's ease, comfort, and it's just for entertainment. See that? Like, that was a mixed signal. Now that guy on the bike was going, and the guy was walking, but in life there's going to be a yielding and then an assertion. You know, someone taking that step. And sometimes wires get crossed. That both parties, the bicyclist and the pedestrian, had the right intention. Like what you just saw. But sometimes miscommunications, or is it going to come or go? Is it going to left or right, or is it going to stop? Right? So that's what happened. So I think that's what happened. And maybe some things in life, when I had gotten beaten, I didn't know that person was going to do that. But I said, hey, I was just playing by myself. I wasn't going to go out. So in life, you're going to have people who are going to manipulate situations, gremlins. People who really mean harm, and it's because of their own insecurities. They want to feel empowered. So what some people do is say, you know, I feel this way, and if I make someone else look weak, they'll get all the blows. But you know, it can backfire on that person, and that other person could say, hey, that person's instigating, they're lying. You know, and that person could get their just lickings who try to get you in trouble. It's timing and how you assert yourself. Like I've seen people, they were wrong. I mean, they made a mistake, but they didn't act like a victim. And it was like a bluff that they did. And it's a power, it's an energy. And so that energy spoke authority over that person. Yeah, the person might have done what they did, but they played it off in a way to not make them look like a victim or weak. When you show a weakness or opening your armor, that's when those other people start to name call. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay back. Some say, hey, you know, and get loud right back. You put back the same energy and some. Not much more. And it might back off. Like, oh, okay, you made a little mistake. You know? And you get over. Not to say I'm someone that's about getting over, no. but about standing your ground. See, people respect power, and people who stand their ground, whether they're right or wrong, and it kind of rolls off. It doesn't have the stigma of shame. Don't walk in shame. If you walk in shame, people will see it and you become a target. Because remember, people gravitate things that go downhill rather than uphill. It's easier to go downhill, and downhill in this metaphor of weaker people, victims. You notice victims become victimized more and more. You have people who are rape victims at an early age. And this attracts other predators to rape them again, rape them, because they sense the weakness. And weak people are attracted to weakness to make themselves seem more powerful. Okay, so every rapist is a weak soul that's actually crying out. So those who are hearing this, if you know inside you feel a little weak, start encouraging yourself and say, you know, I know what I used to be, but I'm strong now. Even if someone gets beat up, they show their strength in that battle, people will respect them. So I have to tell myself, I might be challenged one day to a real battle. And it's not so much winning the battle in the sense of who drew the most blood. It's about how you carry yourself after the fact. Don't be a victim. Don't act like a victim. And that's half the battle, I think. You're going to have those blind curves. You're not sure, what's ahead. But you go at a safe enough rate. Like right now, it's going to curve a little bit ahead of me. So I slow down a little bit so I can take better control. And I am carrying baggage. A water bottle that is jiggling and throwing the center of gravity off a little bit. So I have to make adjustments because sometimes in life we have baggage. Sometimes other people's baggage. But you present yourself, we all presented with a deck of cards. Right? We have a deck of cards and you make the necessary adjustments with your card. It's not about winning every hand. It's how you play each hand. I don't like to go too fast.
That's kind of cool stuff that you can do.
Yeah, this water bottle thing. Yeah, I can feel it jiggling, moving my my center of gravity. Yeah, I like watching how the bicyclists, how they just kind of glide along and you enjoy the view. I like that. It's a pretty place. This is part of town here in this park. It has a pond, and I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I think it's towards the latter end of this cycle. But it was so beautiful to look at. You hear the birds chirp, it's nice.
what? The Greyhound? What are they? The Greyhound?
Great Danes.
Those are nice. They're fed well. Nice dogs. I feel also why I'm doing this, bicycling. If I don't get myself together, how I'm going to take care of my dog's needs? Yeah. I made a decision when I got those dogs to take care of them. So it's my responsibility. Sometimes people take on a job and then they bail out. I know of a woman who's asked for her hand in marriage. She had accepted his proposal, and then he gets her pregnant. You know, they got married and they were starting a family, and then he said, I split. You know, I don't want to be a man anymore. I'm not ready to be a man. Something like that. Wow. And he seemed like a nice guy. Yeah, I would never think. But she did a good job, though, in raising her children. And now that particular son who was abandoned, he graduated from college, started a business on the side, had gotten his teaching license. So if he stayed around, he might have seen a lot. And he may have gotten to where he is in life now. Right? The sound of the birds. I also thought that maybe happiness could be found in a place. I used to think certain countries would be the best place to live, other countries. And that's not true. Other countries, it can't, I mean, there's some things are persecution, like let's say someone is shooting you, you know, you get out of there. You get out of there. Okay, so this is the top of the park, 110th Street. Yeah, I know that's not the pond that I'm looking for, because that's by the pool. Yeah. The place isn't where happiness is. The happiness is inside. You bring happiness with you. And I had an opportunity to live in Hawaii. I was not happy there. I was miserable. And yeah, finances stressed me out. But I see with that, it was the power of money, the lack of it, that controlled me, that I was in lack. I felt like in lack. And I said, oh, they're going to give me a bad, rating. You know what, so what? So what? See, when you put that power, oh, well, I'll have a poor credit rating. Well, so what? The country has a poor credit rating. It really, what are they going to do? Oh, you can't get a house. Or well, it's true that some jobs you won't get. So don't go for those jobs. Oh, I put on the wrong speed. Okay, it's on 1. Yeah, there's another uphill. But yeah, it helped me in bondage. And so I have to be perfect. I have to have a good credit, this and that. Sure, it's nice to have a good, but I gave it too much power. And then you always would be directed to those things that is in its paradigm system. Not everybody has that own system. I could have maybe take the money I did have and just say, let me leave, where it doesn't matter. Live off the land, the money you have, you buy your food. I'm gonna walk this. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Oh, I'm catching my breath. But it doesn't really matter. But I made it, I gave it power. I gave being debt-free, not even having a job. You have yourself, and just hug yourself. Hug yourself every day. So at least I have me. I could live in a forest. I could live, you know. You ask your divine helper. You ask your divine helper for help. Right? Yeah. I gave it too much power. And it added so much fear to me. So I'm very grateful how things panned out. I was provided those things that I do like, and I'm able to now study things, study how human behavior and my behavior towards those things that happen. Like, I never knew about YouTube. It was introduced to me, and I get to see how I get to see other people's point of views, concepts I didn't know about. I didn't know. And it adds to my experience, my perception. But I notice now I'm feeling like, oh look, this is a nice path. Look at that. Isn't that neat? That looks neat. Yeah, I'm really, even with YouTube, I'm starting to feel like I've seen so much. And what does it really mean? These things. Things that I can't change, whether something's flat around. Right? Who cares? Or Illuminati. Who cares? Maybe people should start praying for those people, Illuminati. Say, hey, you know, life could be so much better for you. You don't need to act this way or that way. You know? You really don't. Oh, look, it's like a forest, doesn't it? Wow, it's pretty wild. It's still going up the hill. Yeah. I don't understand this life. Another, like that YouTuber Born None said, if we knew what was ahead, life would be so, it wouldn't have its excitements. And he's right. It went off by itself. It might turn itself off. Okay, so I'm still continuing. It turned itself off. It might have been using up the space. But like Born None had said, if life was so predictable, it wouldn't be exciting. And part of life is the excitement of saying, wow, I like this, or I don't like this. And there are learning lessons. And I'm still learning them. And I'm still getting edgy sometimes and saying, so-and-so did this or that.